Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone, especially secondary one student. We are back again, and for today's activity, still we are going to discuss the answer from the assignment, yeah, and the question that I gave you like someday within last week, that talks about the phenomenon and ancient, or how do you call it, like a simple technology in relation to heat. Yeah, I have given you some topics to cover. Back then, there are like 5 or 6 topics from sweating to zir, the primitive technology that resemble the modern refrigerator. And before we begin our discussion today, let's recite Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Without any further ado, let's jump into our first slide. Prologue. Okay, we're going to remember a little bit on the core concept of heat. First, when a body or an object receive heat from the surrounding or from other objects around, it can be seen by the rising in temperature. So if you find an object rising in the temperature, it means that that object receive heat from the other. Meanwhile, if it's getting cold or the temperature drops, it means that the object is releasing or transferring heat to the surrounding. Ya, jadi kalau suhunya naik, artinya ini lingkungan tuh atau benda tuh menerima panas dari sekitarnya. Tapi kalau suhunya turun, kerasa dingin, artinya benda itu tuh melepaskan panas ke sekitarnya. Oke, bisa dimengerti ya. And move on. Nah, remember these are the example. Wait a minute. These are the example. Water is boiling. As water receive heat from the stove, this is the laser pointer. As water receive heat from the stove, its temperature rises and it boils, and the water boils into gas. Yeah. So beside the rising in temperature, the phase of the object, wujud dari bendanya juga itu tuh bisa berubah selain dari suhu yang naik, ya, yang tadinya cairan bisa jadi gas. Oke, tapi yang penting suhunya naik, itu aja dulu konsep yang kalian mengerti. And the second one, as coffee is put on a table, jadi ada kopi nih yang panas disimpan di meja, the temperatures will drop, ya. And in like a couple of minutes, the coffee will become colder uh, than initially it was, yeah, because the heat is given to its surrounding. Yeah, move on. Okay, sweating in human to control body temperature. So why human sweats? There is a biological reason and physical reason to answer this question. Yeah, so human body temperature work in will work optimum in certain temperature. Yeah, so our body will work so good only in a particular temperature between 36 or 37 degrees Celsius. Kalau suhu tubuh kita kurang dari atau lebih dari suhu ini, maka bisa dikatakan kita sakit. Ya, so when we do an activity, our body burns some calories. Ya, kalian mungkin sudah pernah mendengar kalori kan? Jadi ketika kita beraktivitas, tubuh kita itu membakar beberapa kalori. Bayangkan seperti mobil yang membakar bensin, ya, mengkonsumsi bensin. Tubuh kita juga mengkonsumsi sesuatu yang disebut kalori. Kalorinya didapat dari mana? This calorie can be how do you call it? Can be harnessed, can be gained, can be earned from foods. Kalori ini bisa didapatkan dari makanan, ya. When our body burns some calories, it will gives us some energy to do our job, ya, energy to go on with activity. Kita butuh energi, ya, energi untuk beraktivitas, dan energi ini didapat dari kalori yang dibakar tadi. But there also something else that our body produce beside energy. It includes heat. So as long as we are burning calories, our body temperature will also rise. I'm sorry for the typo, ya. Our body temperature will rises, ya. If it keeps going up, if our body temperature keeps going up above 37 degrees Celsius, so we will be sick. So one thing that our body do to cool it down is by sweating, yeah. Our body produce sweat, and the sweat will absorb heat from the skin, yeah, and this heat is used by the sweat to evaporate. Jadi tubuh kita tuh bakal berkeringat. Terus keringat itu nanti bakal ngapain? Bakal menyerap panas dari kulit kita, dari tubuh kita, dan panasnya itu akan dipakai oleh keringat ini untuk menguap. Oke. Saat dia menguap, panas dari tubuhnya itu diserap, maka tubuh kita suhunya akan turun kembali ke normal. And if you use fan, we can speed up the evaporation process, ya. Itu kenapa kalau yang lagi olahraga nih, beres olahraga biasanya mereka suka nyari angin. Nyari angin itu tuh biar penguapannya itu lebih cepat. Jadi penurunan suhu tubuhnya juga lebih cepat. Next, why someone is shivering when it's cold? Kenapa seseorang itu katanya menggigil ketika dingin? Ya, when it's getting cold, our body temperatures when it's getting cold, our body temperatures also decrease, ya, and it is dangerous. We can suffer from hypothermia. Kalau dingin ya suhu tubuh kita turun, kita bisa hipotermia, ya. But our body will respond automatically by makes us shiver, ya. Kita bakal menggigil. Shivering means shivering means our body shakes, and it increase the metabolism process. It increase the burning of the calories that we talk about, yeah, previously. So more calories will burn in order to generate more heat and keep our body warm. So this is like the, how do you call it, like the opposite effect of burning calories. So in this case, burning calories is good. It explains why we easily feel hungry when the weather is cold, yeah, because burning calories means burning food. So if we stay in a very cold place, we will suffer much more. We burn calorie more. That's why we need to consume food even more than usual, than when we live in places like Indonesia or places around the Katulistiwa, around the equator. Kalau kalian di tempat dingin biasanya suka lapar karena tubuh kalian itu coba bekerja lebih keras untuk membakar kalori. Third, why dogs stick their tongue out? So when dogs stick their tongue out, it's called panting, ya. Kayak yang kecapean kayak gitu, ya. The thing is, dogs body is different to human. They don't sweat like human do, ya. Human can sweat from almost every way, not every way, from almost every place on their body surface. Meanwhile, for dog, there are only certain places that their skin can produce sweat. The first one is at their paw, ya. Jadi anjing itu cuma bisa berkeringat di tempat-tempat tertentu. Pertama itu di ininya, di telapak kakinya, ya. Dan kedua di lidahnya. Jadi mirip seperti manusia yang berkeringat. When the dog panting, they stick their tongue out, ya, mereka mengeluarkan lidahnya, and their tongue release saliva, lidahnya itu mengeluarkan ludah. Nah, ludah ini fungsinya mirip seperti keringat manusia. Ya, it will absorb heat from the dog's body and will use the heat to evaporate. Jadi, apa tadi? Ludahnya itu akan menyerap panas dan menggunakan panasnya itu untuk menguap. Ya. Next, how pool and fountain can cool down surrounding area. Beberapa bangunan lama itu tuh mereka punya kolam dan juga apa tuh air mancur. Ada nggak fungsinya kolam dan air mancur itu? First, for aesthetic reason, ya, it gives the pleasant view, ya, for the people that stays in the surrounding, in the nearby building. Pertama itu untuk aspek estetis, biar bagus, kelihatannya enak katanya. But sometimes pool and fountain are built to cool down the surrounding. How? Jadi kolam sama air mancur itu untuk mendinginkan lingkungannya juga. Caranya bagaimana? By absorbing the heat from the surrounding, then use the heat to evaporate. Ya, jadi konsepnya itu mirip seperti keringat-keringat juga. Ya, jadi air yang ada di kolam dan juga air mancur yang ada di samping kolam juga, mereka itu menyerap panas di sekitarnya. Di sekitar kolamnya itu diserap panasnya, kemudian panasnya itu digunakan untuk menguap. Ya. How there a very primitive fridge from clay pot can work. Ya, jadi ada yang disebut dengan zir. Wait a minute. Zir itu kayak kulkas tapi dibuatnya dari pot ini, pot tanah liat. Yeah, so we have two clay pots with different size, smaller one and bigger one, and we put sand between the smaller and the bigger pot. Yeah, inserted between them. And foods are placed inside the smaller pot. Jadi nanti makanannya itu disimpan di dalam pot yang lebih kecil, gitu ya. Sementara di antara pot yang kecil dan pot yang besar itu nanti ada sandnya, ada pasirnya. Nanti the pasir will be poured by water, and the water will absorb heat from the inner pot. This is the the water will absorb heat from the inner pot, and the heat that received by the water will be used by the water to evaporate. Jadi airnya ketika diisi ke sini mengisi pasirnya, fill the water will absorb some heat from the food. The food temperatures will drop, and the heat that's been collected by the water will be used by the water itself to evaporate. Jadi nanti airnya itu menguap. Ketika menguap, tidak ada air lagi di dalam, diisi lagi air, ya. Some say that this kind of tool can drop the temperature even as low as 15 degrees Celsius. That's quite cold, I think. That's pretty cold for a simple apparatus like this. Now, that's the discussion from the second task that I gave you last week. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you for stay watching me in this video. You can repeat playing the video from the beginning or from any point in this video to receive a better understanding. That's all from me. Let's close our session by reciting hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Billahi fisabil haq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.